Happy Saturday. I'm going out. Sorry, I'm looking at this little receipt. Oh, I'm like, what is that? So I'm going out to get my nails fixed and to run an errand at the grocery store. It is Saturday, the 3rd of December, and it's my anniversary. Derek and I met 15 years ago and had our first date 15 years ago and decided to be together every day 15 years ago. Very first date. I today am going to do a special gratitude about my husband. All right, happy anniversary to me. Happy anniversary to me and Derek. Happy anniversary, dear me and Derek. Happy anniversary to us and many more. Listen, in my family, the birthday song is for everything. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. But St. Patrick's Day is special because we're Irish. There's a couple more songs that go with that. Happy 4th of July to you. I mean, like, everything goes to the happy birthday song. Anyway, so I thought today, on my way to get my coffee, my special coffee I get on Saturdays, and to get my nails done, and then I got to go to the store, I thought I would do a gratitude thing about my husband. So, 15 years ago, well, okay, wait. I'm going to back up and tell you a little story, if you're interested, that I haven't told a lot of people except for my family. So, a long time ago, God gave me a verse in a miraculous, special way, okay? And that verse is Isaiah 34:16. Oh, I think I'm off-roading. I gotta focus. Just a minute, I gotta focus. Oh, our fence got fixed today too. Isn't that awesome? Yay! Miyagi's Fence in Dawson County. They're the best. Just the best. We love them. And their quality and customer service. I mean, I'm not kidding. Miyagi's is the best. Just don't sacrifice and go with something less than Miyagi's. Anyway. I gotta focus. I can't even back out of my driveway. Okay, so listen. So God gave me a verse in a miraculous way. It's Isaiah 34:16. I was kind of worried that, it was like I was going to be single forever and, and I was feeling really upset. And God gave me this verse on a bumper sticker. I literally was crying and praying about it in the passenger seat of the car. My friend Tammy was driving, and the car in front of me had like 7,000 bumper stickers. I'm not kidding. Like, you couldn't even see the back of their car. I need to tell you, I hate bumper stickers. Listen, I don't like them because, first of all, I can't read them fast enough. So then I have to, tailgate you to try and see what your bumper sticker says. And then you're all mad that I'm tailgating you, but it's your fault that I'm there because you put the bumper sticker there. I can't read it that quick. And now I've got to tail you to find out what it says. I don't like bumper stickers. They bother me. They make the car look all messy, whatever. So this car had like 7,000 bumper stickers on it, okay? And while I'm crying and praying about how I'm going to be single forever and I feel all upset, literally while I'm praying, the bumper sticker right in front of my eyes said, "Seek ye the book of the Lord and read." Isaiah 34:16. That's all it said. And I told Tammy, I was like, I have to read that. I have to read that verse. I got to see what that says. Well, I always have a Bible in my car. So, well, not right now, but at that point I did. So I pulled out the Bible, and here's what it says. Isaiah 34:16. Not one of these shall be missing. Not one will lack her mate. For it is in my mouth I have given the command, and by my Spirit I will gather them together. That was the verse God gave me. I mean, miraculous, right? It was in like 1999. And so I was like, oh, thank you, Lord, blah, blah, blah. Okay, Fast forward like 7 years. Nothing. Okay, nothing. And I was like, my gosh, Lord, I thought you said, I mean, lots of time has gone by, So then fast forward a little more, like another 7 years. And another 7 years had gone by. Well, I have a friend named Marie, and we always were looking at my Bible verse, and we would read through the whole book, the whole chapter, and see what the chapter says, and it's pretty awesome. And I was like, wouldn't that be awesome if God meant the whole chapter for me? And I told her, I said, it's been 14 years. It was 7 years since he gave that to me, that this happened, and then another 7 years that we brought this back up, and it's just weird that it's been 14 years. She's like, that is weird. The very next verse, she's like, well, let's move on to the next chapter, because typically these chapters just go one to one to one, So we go to the very next chapter, and the very next verse says, and all these things came to pass in the 14th year. I'm not even kidding you. We were like, oh my gosh, Okay, well so anyway, more time passes. Okay, and I'm like, okay, well, nothing's happened. Okay, so I meet Derek, and I had made a list. Okay, I made a list for God, and I said, God, I have all these things on my list that I want in my spouse. I don't want him to have blonde hair. I did that already. I want him to have brown hair. I mean, I was specific. And so Derek is every single thing on my list. But one of the things I asked for was that it would just be love at first sight. I didn't want to play games, all the things. So fast forward, Derek and I meet on Match.com. Okay? I wouldn't have even met him except for my friend Tisha went into my profile, changed my settings, started looking around, and she found him, and she emailed him as me. And then we started talking, and we met, and we went on our first date, December 3rd, 2007. And on our first date, he was like, I just want to be with you every day. And I was like, I want to be with you every day. And then we were. So a year goes by or more, and I all of a sudden had this memory, okay, of the verse and the 14th year and all the stuff. And like a lightning bolt to the head, God gave me what the thing was, and I'm gonna give it to you. It's unbelievable. And let me tell you something. I mean, I'm good, but I'm just not that good. And the reason that God gave this to me is because I'm a numbers person. The other reason he gave it to me is because marriage is hard. Relationships are hard. And there are times that you're upset and you're angry and you've got to love and forgive. And this verse and this thing I'm going to tell you is one of the anchors that reminds me that Derek is the man from God for me. And he's also amazing and I love him. But we went on our first date December 3rd, 2007. And if you write that date out on a piece of paper, 12/03/07, okay? And then if you write down this other date right below it, July 3rd, 93, right? So it'll be 07/03/93. July 3rd, 1993, I was 18 years old and I got married to Brian, who was abusive to me, and it was bad. And that's when we got married. So if you put those dates one on top of the other, I'm going to give you something that's going to blow your mind. 9 plus 3 is 12, right? Oh my God, that dog's going to fall out. I don't know if you can see him behind me. Hold on. People are all around the place. I've got to go park for a second so I can tell you what happened. Okay. So you've got the date. Oh, little doggy, why are you by yourself right there? Oh my God, people bother me. Anyway, okay. So here's the thing. All right, listen. Okay, let's talk. All right, okay. So 12/3/07, 7/3/93. 9 plus 3 is 12. 12/12/7/7/3/3. They are exact flip opposite numbers of each other. The day that I got married to Brian and the day that I met Derek. Exact opposite. 12/3/7, 7/3/12. Exact flip opposite. And they are 14.5 years apart. Those 2 days. Right? So God gave me the verse. He told me when, and it was all the things, and it was the exact flip opposite day to remind me that it's a new thing, and that God is in it, and that He's whatever. Anyways, so Derek and I went on our first date from Match.com. We went to Starbucks, and I was super nervous. And then we went after Starbucks. It was late and it closed. So we went to Bennigan's. I don't know if people know what Bennigan's is. And we were there for like, I don't know, half hour, an hour, and then they closed. And so then we stood outside of our cars talking and all the things until like 1:30 in the morning. And then we have been together every single day since. Right? Just like I asked. My husband has sacrificed his heart, soul, mind, strength, and body, and emotions, and PTSD, and all the things to care for the voiceless and defenseless in this world since he was 15 years old. He has worked in the animal industry. He has worked in veterinary day practice and emergency medicine. He has done shelter medicine. My husband has fostered, rescued. He has answered calls in the middle of the night from friends. He has gone to people's houses. He has given advice that people don't always take. And they should. My husband has given he's torn his shoulders. He worked when he worked in the shelter medicine, that was the hardest, even after all the years he'd ever done animal industry. Even after the emergency hospitals, he's worked at multiple emergency hospitals. He's been a surgical tech, all the things, right? After 27 some years, since he was 15, the shelter medicine was the hardest because people are wretched. But I'm telling you, my husband has sacrificed everything possible to care for the voiceless and defenseless, and he has cared for all of our babies. And he has, when I had my major health problems, and I was super sick, and I was anemic, and I had, in 2016, I had a couple of grapefruit-sized tumors. I had a half a watermelon-sized cyst filling my abdomen, and my uterus was the size of like a 4-month pregnancy. And then all my organs in there were stuck together with scar tissue and affixed to the inside of my abdomen wall. And they had to cut me open like this. But they went around my belly button, which was cool. Looks like a little question mark. But they gave me a big, huge freaking train track scar, opened me wide up, detached all my organs, cleaned me all out. And my husband worked 3 jobs to help take care of us during that time. He has never looked sideways at another woman. Never. I've never seen him look sideways. Never made me feel uncomfortable. He has always told me, even when I've gained weight because of my thyroid, I had thyroid cancer years ago. I don't have a thyroid. And after my big surgery, it was like, all the organs you have to lose weight, like I don't have them. And so, doesn't matter. My husband has always said I am gorgeous. He's always made me feel beautiful. He has never been unfaithful, not even with his eyes, to anybody. I am his world, and he says so. And even when I'm angry, or even when we're fighting, I have never, ever once felt worried about his love and his faithfulness and his loyalty to me. Never. My husband is a rarity. Other people we decided he was like a Rottweiler. You know, he looks a little intimidating, and he's got the voice that sounds a little intimidating, but he's sweet, and he's loyal, and I'm his world. You know? So, that's how I met my husband, and he's amazing. He's leaving the animal industry at some point. Because he's burned out and he's done it enough. He's going to do something new. But after almost 30 years, and listen, the animal industry, it's not like you work in a hospital and you make a ton of money. You work in a hospital and you foster and you rescue and you sacrifice all of your holidays, all of them. You literally give everything you possibly have, and you see some of the worst of society. I mean, people who drive up in a Mercedes but can't pay $200 to fix a simple prolapse rectum. You know, you're like, really? You're going to put that sweet 4-month purebred lab to sleep that you paid money for and didn't go adopt because you don't have $200? Thank you. Drive through. Get out of here. Anyway, after everything that he has seen and after everything he has sacrificed for the voiceless and defenseless, my husband is a gift from God. He is a rare breed of man who doesn't look at other women, who doesn't, look at porn and all the things. I mean, I'm just his world. Everything about me is his world. Even though we wanted children and that didn't happen, I mean, we love our life together. We love it. So, be jealous. But here's the lesson. Make a list. Ask God. And remember Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye the book of the Lord and read. Not one of these is missing. Not one of these is missing. Not one shall lack her mate. For it is in my mouth. I have given the command, and by my spirit I will gather them together. Right? Anyway, that's my anniversary story. It's been 15 years. And I love him very much. So I'm going to go get my special coffee because, I'm going to get my nails done and then I got to go to the store. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Be good to one another. And don't forget you're one of the one another's. Don't forget to be good to yourself. I love you. And I mean it, Peanut. Mwah.